Okay, so is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone are clear about this testng.xml file, right? How I create and how it works.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. So you all can when you see a testng.xml file, you can realize what is that, right? How it is designed, like suit, test, classes. What are these class names? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Very good. So now, for example, here I'm having 6 classes. Okay, 6 classes means some 6 functionalities, 6 test suits. Okay, this is test suit. Everything is a test suit. Okay, like one functionality. So here inside this test suite, I'm having 3 test cases. Okay, every test suite I'm having three test cases. Totally, I'm having 16 test cases. In that, what I'm doing, I'm randomly making some as sanity. Okay, I'm making some as
Sanity.
Okay, now in the same way, when we are writing the test cases, we know which one will be sanity, which one will be regression, which one we want to do as regression of some functionality. Okay, but for sanity, for sure we know that this is a high priority test cases which we want to execute always whenever there is some changes. Okay, so sanity means what is sanity testing?
A basic testing.
Sorry.
A basic testing.
Okay, why you will do sanity?
Whenever we received a new build from the developer, we have to do that testing.
Okay,
We will check if the build is suitable for detailed testing, whether all functionalities are existed
very good.
and all connections are properly built.
See here you are doing some basic testing. You are
Yes.
not
Yeah.
doing detailed testing. You are doing the sanity testing only
The
to check
basic.
if this is good to perform detailed testing. Okay, if
Right.
basic testing itself is not working, then no use of accepting that and do the detailed testing. Okay, so you will reject if basic testing itself is failing. So that is sanity, where you will not do all the testing, you will do basic functionality. Okay, very important functionalities. Okay, so here if you see what I am doing, I'm just marking as sanity. Okay, in every test suite I'm making just one test case as sanity. Okay, so totally I'm making 6 test cases as sanity. Okay, now the build is released. I want to run only sanity tests. Then if I don't have this grouping, then I have to go and exclude, include, and then work each time. Yes or no? If I don't have this grouping, I have to include whatever tests I want to run. But if the grouping is available, then I can go and run directly the grouping. Okay,
Okay.
is it clear what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah, so now how to add grouping? So I want the grouping on the suit level, on the
Suit
test
level.
suit level. Okay, so what is that? Groups. Okay, groups. Inside groups, what I have to do? I have to run. What I want to run? I want to tell. Here also we are having a concept called include. Which one?
The group.
Include name is equal to group. What is that?
Sanity.
Okay, so I'm telling groups.
Includes.
Okay, what groups? I want to tell, I want to run the group which include
Sanity. Sanity.
Yeah, sanity. Okay, yes is kept. See, we have to give the same name how it is. Okay, sanity. If we do some mistake again, it will not detect that. Okay, so I'm telling run sanity from this whole test suite. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Now if I run, how many test cases will execute?
6.
6.
Okay, I'm running. See how many executed?
6.
See, for example, if I take randomly one fixed loan with app, fixed loan with app. If I go here, fixed loan with app, see, it is sanity. Clear?
Mhm.
See, for example, after a few days, I removed this sanity. I removed this and I made this. Okay. And one more car lease with branch. Car lease with branch. I removed this. I don't want this any. I don't want any sanity for this. Okay. So I removed, changed one and removed one. Okay. So now there are how many?
5.
There are
5.
5.
Five.
Now if I run this, we'll be getting 5. See, we got 5. Yes or no? Now if I go to report, test output, emailable report. See, it is coming as sanity. Have you saw? In bracket sanity we can see. Okay,
Yeah.
clear? So this is how, for example, now you want to do some regression. Okay, simple. What you will do? What you will do when you want to do regression?
We do the grouping for regression for all
So
the
what?
tests, whatever
Simple,
we want.
simple. Whatever we want, we do regression. Okay. For
Yes.
example, I'm just randomly pasting regression. Okay, for 3 test cases, I will put as regression randomly somewhere. Okay, 3 test cases I have placed regression. Okay. Now, if I want to
Yes.
run this, what I will do, I will create one more test testng.xml file. Okay. See how many testng.xml files we want, we can create, no problem at all. Okay. Then you have to go inside and then you have to just rename this. Okay, clear?
Okay. Anis, can I ask you one question here? While grouping, we are doing for regression and sanitary. So do we need to mention the test level, like after grouping, the test is mentioned? So is it required to mention this, or we can only just mention in the XML the only grouping and we can run our test?
See,
All this?
when you are mentioning, so you have to tell on which classes also. For example,
Okay.
here, if I remove flexi loan, okay.
Okay.
For example, I'm having flexi loan, one sanity, right? Okay, I will add one more regression.
Yeah.
One more regression I'm adding. Okay. Okay. Now
Right.
what I'm telling, I'm giving this in the grouping. Okay. So now you know that it has to run. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So now I will remove flexi loan. I don't want that to run. Okay.
Hmm.
Then flexi loan is there. It has one regression. Okay. But
Right.
flexi loan. Okay. Okay. I kept in fixed loan. Okay. I will just from here and I will place that in flexi loan. So I'm having one test case to be executed in regression, but in testng.xml file, I have removed the test. That
Right.
class I have removed. Okay. Now
Right.
if I run that flexi loan will not, that fixed loan will not run.
Okay.
Fixed, no, flexi loan, because fixed
Flexi
loan is
loan.
available. Flexi loan. See, we don't have that flexi loan here.
Okay, so we have to define the class
Yes,
also.
yes. Which class has to execute, you have to define. Based on that only, the execution will happen.
Okay.
Clear?
Right. Understood. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is very important. Okay. So see, it is how easy. See, when you are writing the script at a time. Okay. And then when you are writing, you will set the priority. Okay. All P0 test cases means very, very important test cases. Priority 0 will be sanity test cases. Okay.
Yes.
So what you will do when you are writing test cases in this framework, you will also group. Whenever you want to execute only sanity, you will not do any changes to the script. You will just change the testng.xml files. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, super. So here something we have, for example, this is testng.xml with the full, right? I will just rename it as full. So now you know how to execute.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. So now if you see, for example, I'm taking car lease. Okay. In the car lease, if you see, I'm running. Okay. So what is the first test case in the car lease?
Card lease with web.
Hmm?
Card
Car
lease
lease with web,
with
and
web.
then app, then branch.
Yes.
Now I am running. I'm just running individually to show you. Which one is executed?
App 1.
App, branch, web. But this seems like it is executing in alphabetical order. Yes or no?
Alphabetical order. Right.
We will take one more. So here also it is alphabetical order. Okay.
Right.
So now, for example, I want some other test case to be executed. I want, for example, I want a web to execute first or branch to execute first. I want branch to execute first. Okay.
Okay.
I want which one to execute first?
Branch.
Branch to execute first. In that case, what we will do?
Priority.
Then
Priority.
I can set the priority. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I will give priority is equal to 0. I'm not sure if 0 will work or 1 will work. I will just see priority p caps. Priority. Okay. You will see. No, 1, I think. Why?
My
It has to run, but I'm not sure why. Priority. Priority attribute helps. Okay. At the rate priority they are telling, but it's not working. Some spelling mistake we gave or priority 1. This is how they give
Space.
priority 2, priority 3, priority 4. I think we have to set the priority for everything. Huh? Okay. I will just give this one as 1. Okay. This one as 2 and this one as 3. Okay.
Anis, I think we can even give the priority as 0 also or not.
I will try 0,
1,
1,
and 2.
because even if you don't give 0, okay, fine, I will just check this. Okay, so what they are expecting, when we give priority, they are expecting priority to all the test cases. Okay, so here we are telling, see, when we are running, it was running in alphabetical order. A first, then B, then W. So now we are expecting W. Sorry, we will run execute first branch and then web and then app. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are defining our own priority, how it has to execute. See?
Yes.
Yes.
So for example, I will just remove this priority and see what happens.
Branch and web.
Because it is priority 2, by default it is taking web as priority 1.
Okay.
Okay, so, see, you understood the priority now. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
whenever you are having multiple test cases, we can set the priority also. Okay. Okay, else if you in interview question they will ask, okay, when you're having multiple test cases, in which sequence the test cases are executed? In which sequence the test cases are executed?
It will execute in alphabetical order if we have not given the priority.
It will execute in alphabetical order. If you don't mention the
Priority.
priority. Yeah, very good. Okay. Now, if you want to execute in some order, then
We have to give the
Provide
priority.
you will set the
Priority.
priority how it has to execute. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
good. Now I have a situation like, for example, okay, I will run this. When I run this, always you can see that A, B, first A is executing app, branch, and then web is executing. Okay. Now I want one scenario like always my app, okay, app should execute only after web. App should execute
Only
Yeah.
every time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, so app test case wants some input from the output of web. What I'm telling?
app wants an input from the web output of from web.
Okay, because in that case, when app test case wants input from the output of web, then app test case should execute always after web only, right?
Yeah.
If it execute before, then it will not work. In that case, how? In that case, you can set priority, but even if you don't want to set priority, okay, because there is only one test case, okay, which you want to execute only after web. Other than you don't want any sequence, however execution is fine for you. In that case, if there are 100 test cases, no need to set priority for all the 100, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Then what you will do, there is a concept called depends on. What?
Depends on.
What is that?
Depends on.
Depends on
Depends on means what?
That the test case is depend on some another test case.
So we can tell, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, for example, my children are dependent on me. They will ask, are there any dependents on you? Means somebody are depend on you, means somebody's livelihood is depend on you. Without you, they can't survive. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the
yes.
same way, here also, without this test case can't get pass. Okay. In that case, we can make this as dependent. Okay. So what we are having annotation called depends on. Depends on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this app test case is depend on web test case. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can tell depends on method. Depends on methods. Which method? I can give the name. For example, web. See, when you are practicing, you write some 10-15 test case models and then you try. Okay. But you have to understand the concepts. Okay. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now always when I run this app will be executed after web. See, it will not execute, it may not execute immediately after web, but it will execute always after web. So it can be web may execute first, then branch may execute, then app may execute, or branch may execute, then web may execute, then app may execute. But you don't see that app is executed before web. No, always app will be executed after web. It can be executed in anywhere, no problem, but it will be executed after web only. Okay. Is it clear what I told?
Yeah.
See, app is executing after web. Even we have not set any priority. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So using this framework, you can see how many things we are able to do. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what in future, what you will do, whenever you're writing test cases, you will put at the rate. For example, you will write a valid username, okay, invalid username, okay, empty username. When you are logging in, you will be writing multiple test cases, right? If you all when you are doing manual writing test cases, you wrote multiple test cases, right? In the same way, you will write those things here, okay? Every test case, clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
if you want, you will set it as sanity regression. If you want, you can set depends on, okay, in this case. But whenever there is some change in execution, you will not do any changes here. You will manage everything from the testng.xml file, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? See, now you are executing. Now you are executing this by right clicking, run as testng suite. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Going forward, even you will not right click run. Then we will create a function. We will create a button. You will just click on that button. It will run automatically, whatever you want. Okay. For example, you are having this script, okay, and this script is available in GitHub. Okay. Now you went suddenly on a sick leave, but they want to do some sanity immediately for some issue. But you only know how to execute everything because you are alone a automation tester in the team. No one are technical enough to see the automation. Then they have to wait till you come. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Or your manager will call and request, hey, please switch on the laptop and execute for us. Yes or no? Instead of that, if we configure as a button, okay, then he will tell to your manager, hey, no problem, go to this site, click on that button. Because he's not technical, but he can just click on a button. Getting my point?
Yes.
Yeah.
So even he don't want to have the code, even he don't want to know about Java, TestNG, Selenium. But if we just access one URL, go to that place, click on that button, that will execute whatever you are executing here. That is called Jenkins. Okay. Continuous integration. Okay. So we are going to learn that one also. Okay. So now whatever we are doing, we will run that using command line and also using some UI. Okay. Jenkins. Clear?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the beauty of framework. Okay. Right. Now in TestNG framework, there are something called annotations. Till now, whatever we told, it is clear, right? For everyone.
Yeah, it is clear. Anis, can I ask you one more question?
Mhm.
Grouping, like if we want to do the sanitary grouping and priority, so we can give both the things at the same time for same
Yes,
test
yes,
case.
yes, yes, yes.
We can give, okay,
Yeah, yeah, you can give.
on the same line, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you try now.
Okay, I will
See,
try.
when you are trying, you should not just try whatever I'm telling. Okay.
Okay.
Now my responsibility is to make you understand each and concept. When you are working, you may think, okay, now I can apply here this. I can apply here this. See, now you got some
Okay.
doubt. You try.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
When you are
Fine.
working, when you are practicing, you have to practice in 10 different ways.
Okay.
See,
Right.
you for example, when you are a kid, your parents teach you how to walk. Yes or no? It's your responsibility now whether you will walk slowly, fastly, or you will run. Yes or no?
Right.
However you
Right.
want, you can do, but you have to practice. That is important.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm teaching you all the concepts. Now it's up to you how you practice, how you make your mind to think in different directions. See, tester means we have to think in different directions.
Different
That's it.
directions. Okay.
Okay. If you tell I will think only in one direction, means we don't know how the user will think and use the application.
Right.
So to become a tester, we need only the person who will think in multi-direction. He should have very good analytical skills. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So now you can think in different ways. Everything. See, you can go and just Google if you get some doubt. You will get all the answers. Okay.
Yes.
So don't
Yeah.
worry. Now, see, before yesterday you would have Googled, you will not understand because now you know the basics. Now, if you go on Google, you will understand the code, whatever you see. Okay. Because you know the concepts. Okay.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Very good. So now we are going to do something which is called as annotations. What?
Annotations.
Annotations. Okay. So I'll open the notepad. Annotations. So in TestNG, we are having something annotations. Okay. So we are having @ before suit. Okay. @ before class. @ before test. @ before method. Okay. In the same, these are important annotations. In the same way, we are having 4 annotations for after. Same way. Okay. So what is meant by before? What is meant by after? What is meant by before?
It should run before the suit, class, test,
See,
or
so
method.
if you open any TestNG, okay, if we go here, so we are having how many categories? Suit is one category. Yes or no?
Yes.
For example, if you take here, we are having suit, we are having suit, we are having test, we are having class, and this is the method. Inside this every test class, we are having methods. Methods are nothing but test cases. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So in one, this is one suit. In one suit, I'm having 1, 2, 3 test suits. Yes or no?
Okay.
This is one suit, overall suit. Okay, in that we are having again 3 segregations. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, and every segregation is having again classes. Okay, and every class will have again multiple test cases. Clear?
Right.
So now if I give something before suit, see now when I run this testng2.xml, I can see all the test cases are executed. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and now for example, I need something which I want to run before starting the suit execution. What?
Starting the suit.
Like launching the browser,
Yes.
or you are having something prerequisite to do before executing of the suit. Okay, so launching the browser, you can mention that in the suit. Okay, or launching the driver initialization. See, driver initialization will do only one time. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can place that in the before suit. Means it will, the code whatever you have written inside before suit will be executed before executing the suit. Okay, when you start executing the suit, then only it will start executing all the tests. Is that clear? So before suit will be executed how many times in this whole test ng?
One.
One.
Very good. After suit?
One
One.
time.
Very good. Inside this suit, how many tests are there?
3.
Three tests are there. If I give something before test, then how many times it will execute?
3.
3
Three.
times.
Very good. If I give after test?
3
3
times.
times.
Very good. So here, how many class files are there?
6. Total.
6.
6. Very good. If I give something before class, then how many times it will execute before class?
6 times.
See, before class, here it will execute. Again, he will execute here. Again, it will
Yes.
execute here. Again, it will execute here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear? Very good. If I, after class, it will execute after each class.
After each class.
So if I give before method, then
Before method is
so how
18
many methods are
total.
there?
Total 18.
So
18.
before method will execute 18 times. Means
Yes.
every time before each method. Okay,
Right.
clear?
Yes.
After
Yeah.
method means it will execute after each method. Is that clear? So
Yes.
now you know what before suit, before class, before test, before method. Okay,
Mhm.
just 1 minute. I'll just get the definitions quickly, or I will just send you later. Okay, but you understood, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I will just create a class annotations. Annotations. Okay. So now, how many are there? Before suit. Yes or no?
Mhm.
The rate. After suit. Before test. After test. Before class. After class. Before method. After method. Okay. So now, so these are all annotations. What are these called?
Annotations.
Annotations. Okay. These are all test ng annotations. What annotations?
Test NG annotations.
Very good. So now when I tell before suit, okay. So this is just annotation like @test. Yes or no? What indicates @test?
It indicates
Test
this is the
NG.
test.
Test case.
Test case, exactly. So now this is annotation as before suit. Okay. For this, so here we have to write some code which has to execute before execution of test to suit. Yes or no?
Yes.
So how to write that? Simple. Is a method only. Public void. For example, I'm writing before suit. I will write system.out.println. I will tell I am code to execute before suit. Okay. So now same way I will just make it for after suit. Same. Okay. See, I'm writing the particular test case. Okay. The code, whatever has to be executed for each. Okay. So before test. Okay. So here it is before test. Before class. Then after class. Fine. So I have just created this. Okay. So now before after method. Just create this one also.
I have one question. What is the difference between before method and before test?
1 minute. So the methods are inside a class. Okay.
Yeah.
The classes are inside a test. Clear? See, if I open, I will open you the testng.xml file. If you see the testng.xml file, inside this class the methods are there. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And these all the classes are inside test. This test is inside suit.
Yes.
So you are categorizing. When you why we are categorizing is if you see the output report, you can see which department. See, home loan department, personal
Yeah.
loan. So we are just categorizing in the tests. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have multiple tests, you can place everything in one test. No problem. If you see here one testng.xml file, the first testng full. Okay. If you see here, everything is in one test only.
Okay.
Okay. If I run this, You will not have the categorization. I will go here. I will just refresh. Then open this. Everything will be under one test only. See,
Okay.
when you see here, everything is categorized. For home loan, what are the test cases? For personal loan, car loan. Okay, but here there is no categorization. So even you can maintain, but one test is required. Okay, you can
Okay.
segregate the test, or you can without test only you can run. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So methods will be inside the test, right?
No, methods will be inside a class. Classes will be inside a test.
Inside the test. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yeah.
So now what I did, I created a class annotation and then I executed this. Okay, I wrote some basic the system.out.println. Okay, as before suit, after suit, before test, after test, before class, after class. So now when I am running this testng.xml, I will run once again so that we can see the. So this is the code which we got. So now output. Clear?
Yeah.
So now this is the code which we got. So these are the test methods. Yes or no? Now you can just try to tell me the sequence order. So first what will be executed?
Yeah.
Huh? See, we are having these annotations. Yes or no?
Yeah.
First, which one will be executed among these?
Test suit.
Before suit, right?
Yeah,
Yes or no?
before test.
So this one will be executed first. Yes or no?
Yes.
And then what happens?
Then
Before test.
Before test.
Yes.
Okay. Then
Before class.
then
Before method.
Before method. Then
methods.
Then what happened?
At the end,
After the method, at the later of the mortgage and after.
See, after every method,
After
method will be executed. Yes or no?
Yes.
And here again, you will be executing
Before
method.
Again after method.
Yeah.
See, these are all annotations available. You will use or not, it's up to you. Okay.
Yes.
Clear. But for interview, you need to know everything. Okay. Ideally, we will use only before class. We will use after class, before method, after method. Only this one we will use. Because if you see here, everything does the same thing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But these are all available. Whoever wants, some experts can use. Okay. But we generally use before class or before suit. Either one we will use. Okay. And then before method we will use. Okay. Like for example, before suit, like initializing driver. Okay. After suit, like clearing the browser history. We can do all this. Okay. Quitting the driver. Okay. All these things we can put in after. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
So this how it works for everything. Again, at the end, for example, here, this is one test class. Yes or no? So now one class is ended.
After the class.
After the class, we will be having after class.
Yeah.
After class. And then what we will have?
Test. Next after test.
And then again, this is one more class. Yes or no? So again, you will have before class. And then we will have before class. And then again, we will have before method. Yes or no?
Yes.
And then we will have after method.
After.
In the same way, it will happen. Okay. So shall I run and then we will compare? So now all my annotations are in a class. Then if I want to extend, if I want to use all this for all the 6 classes, then simple, I can just go here and extend, that's it. Okay,
Yes.
then it will automatically apply. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just going and I will extend all the classes. If I don't extend to one, then that will not be applicable. That annotations will not be applicable that particular class. Okay,
Right.
because whenever we extend, then only they can use, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm saving. I will go and then execute this. Run as test ng suit. Now I will copy. Okay. I will take one more notepad. See, so this is just now what we executed. Okay. See, first one before suit. Yes or no?
Yes.
Mhm.
Then before test, then before class, then before method, then the actual method, and then after method. Okay. Then again before method, then actual method, then again after method, then before method, actual method, after method, then after class, then again different class started before class.
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And then at the end, when both the classes are completed, after test. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is suit, this is test. Okay. For example, this is class, this is method, and then here we are having before class, after class. So again here the next class will execute where before class, before method, and then the method, and then after method, before method. Again here after class, and then after test. Why after test? Because both in this test there are only 2 classes. I have executed both the classes. So after that, after test is executed. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you understood the annotations. So how many annotations are there?
8.
See, there might be some other also. You need not to worry. Okay. So you tell you have used these 8 annotations. Okay.
Okay.
Clear.
Mhm.
And now you know what is the use of these annotations when the code, whatever you mention in that annotation, when it will be executed. Is that fine?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, very good. Fine. So this is the concept of annotations, which is very important. Okay, there will be interview questions on annotations. Okay, now you know. So how many annotations are there?
8.
There are many, but we are using 8.
8.
Very good, very good. We are using 8. Yeah, super. Okay, and you know how to use that also. Yes or no?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Now we will look into a concept where we can read some data from some external files. Okay. Okay. So now what we will do, we will try to place the data in property, some file, and then we will try to get the data from that file. Okay.
Mhm.
Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 minute. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, fine. So now we are going to start how to read data. What? How to?
How to read data?
Data from external file.
From external file. Okay. So what is that file name? That file name is a property file. What is that name?
Property file.
The file name is a property file. Okay, very good. So now I will go on create a class. Okay, so for this class, see, it need a main. Okay, because it is not the just test ng. Okay, it is a Java where it need help of the Java where it has to read the data. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm going to class. I'm just creating the class name as, for example, read data from property file. Fine. So I created a class, and now I want this class to read one property. What is property? How to create a property file? Till now we created only interface. We created class files. Yes or no?
Yes.
So first time we are going to create something called property. So now right click on the project. Right click on the project. Go to new and then file. What?
File.
New file. Okay. And then you can give the name, for example, data dot, see, dot properties. This is very important. Okay, dot properties. Okay, because this only indicates that this is a property file. See, the file is created here. Okay, the file is created here. Okay, now here you can give any data like username. For example, you can give username. Okay, and then password. See, instead of giving the values directly in the script, you can give the values here and then you can pass. Like this, you can mention. Okay,
Mhm.
this is clear. So whatever we want, we can mention like this in the property file. So this, we will maintain the test data in the property file. What we will
Maintain the
Maintain the
test
test data.
very good. So we'll maintain the test data in the property file. Okay, so how we created the property file?
data. Right click on the project.
Right click on the
New.
project, new,
New.
and then file.
File.
Yeah, very good. So now we are having that data file from where we have to read the data. So now what we have to tell? I have to tell to my class, hey class, I want to read the properties inside the property file. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
So now, because that is a properties file, Java people has created a class which is
Class.
called properties. What is the class?
Properties.
Properties.
Okay, so we will make that, we also use that class. Okay, so I will create an object of that class, properties. This is the class name, properties. Okay, so inside it is inside a java.util package. Okay, see, import is very important. Okay, if you don't import, then it will not work. Okay, now I will just create an object name is equal to new, and then I will give these properties. Then I will. Okay, very good. So now I know that I have to read the data from
Data. Properties.
properties. Very good. But where is that file? See, I know because I saved. I know how the Java will know. I have to mention where is the. I have to give the path of the file also, right?
Yes.
Else Java will not understand where it is. Okay. For that, we have to use file input stream. What? File input stream. I'm creating an object with that is equal to new file in. See, even if you don't know spelling, simple. If you enter some file, then okay, you just remember file input stream. That is important. Okay, and because this is a file, it will accept a string. You have to give that in a double quotes. What? The path of the file.
File.
properties. I'm copying here. And then I'm going here and then pasting. So this is the path of the file. Okay. So now, so FIS, I'll just import this. So this object, whatever I created FIS, this object know which file you are trying to import into this script. Okay. Using this FIS, you are going to import. Using these properties, you are going to read the properties of that file. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
here you give the path. Now you have to import that. How to import means prop. This is the prop object which we created. Dot load. What? This file. Okay. What I'm telling? What I'm telling? Load this file. Okay.
Load this file.
Load this file, because now I have using the file input stream, I'm giving the path of the file. Okay. Now, before reading that, I have to load that into my test case, into my actual class. Yes or no? When I load, then only I have access to that file. So I'm telling load that file, but this load method is inside these properties. So I'm giving object properties. So when I use these properties object, then I can access all the methods inside that. Yes or no? And then I'm using the method load. What to load? This file. Clear?
Yeah.
So in interview, they will ask, okay, have you worked on data properties? You'll tell, yes, I have worked on data properties. Okay, how will you use? So you'll tell, I will use the class properties. Okay, and then I will create a file input stream to give the path of the file, and then I will load. Okay, load that file. Clear? Now you want to get the property. What?
Get the property.
You want to get the property. So now this is the property file. For example, you want to get the browser. What?
Browse.
Browser. So now you have loaded. When you loaded, you have access to read the data. Yes or no?
Yes.
Simple it is. Property. See, property is the one which is going to do all the actions because it is having all the methods. Okay. File input stream, we are using only to give the
Read
path
the-
of the file. Okay. Using these properties only, we are loading, we are reading everything. Okay.
Okay.
We are giving that object prop dot get property. Okay. What is the property name? Browser.
Browse.
Clear? For example, I want to print that. I have to give system.out.println, and then I run this. What we are expecting?
Browser Chrome.
See, yes or no? For example, I want URL. I want username. I want password. So you have to give the same, okay? Whatever you are having here, same thing you have to give, okay? For example, here I'm giving lowercase, it will not work, okay? Password. It should remain the same font, uppercase, lowercase, everything. Okay?
Data property should be maintained as key value base. Is it, Anis?
Yeah, data does. This is
Data
file name.
properties first. Yeah, that should be maintained as key value pairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it need both, right? Because when you want to read, okay, if you're having only values, then how will you know what value you want?
Yeah.
When you are giving actual it's a key, then only you will get the value. Okay.
Yes.
See. So now when you are running, for example, you want to do some automation for login. So instead of passing that login directly, can you give that in a property file and read that value? You can just write this method and then instead of giving that send keys, for example, send keys, you are giving username as Anis. Instead of send keys Anis, you can give this send keys. Inside that you can give prop.get property username. It will take the username from that file. Can you try that?
Yes.
You understood?
Yes.
See,
Yes.
whenever we want to log in, what we will do, we will give the locator of that username field, and then we will tell dot send keys.
Yeah.
So in send keys, what you will send? You will give the value, the username value. So because you are, see, whenever you give username or any value directly into the script, that is called hard coded values. What?
Hardcoded.
Hard coded means you are giving the values directly. Okay.
Yes.
But it is not preferable to give the values hard coded. Okay. Okay. It should be a generic code. In that case, what we will do, you can give the values in property file and then you can read that. Is that clear?
Mhm.
Clear?
Yeah.
So now, will you try? You can try to, you will write a script for a login and then
Created a properties file.
you will create a data.property file and then you give the username and try to read the username and then access.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the way how we can
Read files.
read the data
Data
from
property file.
read the data from property file. Yeah, very good, very good. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, so now I will and also today I will just send you the code for how to take the screenshot for alert. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See, now every day we are covering many concepts. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because even though those are simple, if you don't practice well, you will not remember. So you have to practice so much. Okay. Unless until you practice, you will not remember all this. Clear? See, I'm teaching you the individual concept. Now it's up to you how to implement that when you are practicing. Okay. You take a small login page. Okay. And then you write a code to enter with hard code values. Then you get the values from the data properties and enter. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So now next we are going to learn something where even we can, I will teach you how to read the data from Excel file also. Which file?
Yes. Excel file.
Excel file. Okay. And then I will teach you how to get the value directly from database.
Okay.
Okay. So once I will teach this to you at the end. Okay. At the end. Now, next, tomorrow we will look into a concept called Maven. What?
Maven.
Okay. So till now we were creating Java project. Till now what we are creating?
Java project.
Okay. Now we will go and start creating
Maven project.
Maven projects. Okay. So what Maven will do? Why we want Maven? See, now whenever I'm sharing you my project, okay, I have when I go and add my Selenium to this project, where I will go?
A build path.
I will go to build path. I will go to configure build path, and then here you can see my TestNG jar. So no, my Selenium jars. Yeah. And then I can, for example, whenever I'm sharing this project in GitHub, when you take that into your local system, are you able to run without doing any changes?
No.
What changes you are expected to do?
Again, we need to add the jars.
Exactly, because the jars, whatever you are able to see, that is available in my machine. The path of the jar file is in my machine. See,
yes.
Even for example, we can take any project. If you take this Selenium and go to build path, configure. So if you take here, it is in E testing session, Selenium training. Yes or no? This is the folder where I have placed my jar. Now, when you download also, okay, then it will not find these jars in this drive. Then what you have to do? Either you have to again download Selenium, again you have to place in your local system, and you have to remove all this and then add jar. Yes or no? Clear? Because in your local you don't have that jars. But it is difficult, right? For example, I searched and I got some jar file, which you are unable to get. In that case, then you will ask me, Anis, can you please share me that jar? I'm unable to get. Yes or no?
Yes.
Unless until I share you that jar, it will not work. For example, some new person is joining in the team, then he has to know what are all the jar files he has to get. Because whenever a new person comes into the team, what we will tell? Hey, go and get the code from where? From GitHub. So he will go and download the code. Then he will see all the error message because he is not having any jars. Then he has to search and try to find what are all the jars, and then he has to load, he has to download. Okay. And also when you're downloading the version is very important because we need all compatible versions. Okay. It is very difficult to maintain all the jars. Okay. So now we will not have all these headaches anymore. Okay. So when we create a Maven will take care of everything. What Maven will do? Maven will take care.
All the jar files and.
If I tell, hey Maven, I want TestNG this version, it will take care. If I tell, hey Maven, I want Selenium this version, it will take care. If I tell Maven, I need some other dependencies, jar files, jars, okay, it will take care of everything. So now when I share you the Maven project in the Git, when you download into the Git, you don't need to do anything. You just run, it will work. Because already Maven will take care whatever it wants. Maven will go to the website. Maven will download the jar for you. Till now, what we did? We were downloading manually and then we were configuring that. Now going forward, we all learn how to do manually. Yes or no? We all know how to search in Google, how to download jar, how to add the jar. But going forward, we will learn how to do everything automatically. Okay.
Okay.
So that is using
Maven.
So going forward, we will not create a Java project. We are going to create Maven project. Okay. And then there is a file in Maven called POM file, pom.xml file. Okay. In that pom.xml file, we will tell what are all the jars we want. We are just giving the name and the version. That's it. It will automatically download. Even if you share the code to anybody, it will automatically download whenever they are executing. Okay. So we will look into that Maven tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. And then after Maven, now whatever, see, using Maven also, we are going to create the same testng.xml file. Okay. We are going to write the same code inside that Maven also. We are going to use the testng framework, but instead of Java, we are going to use in
Maven.
Maven. Now, how we are executing testng.xml file till now?
Right click. Execute.
Right click, run as. But when Maven is available, you no need to do that one also, because Maven is everything can be done automatically. So you can open command prompt and just type a small command. It will execute whatever you want. You don't need to open Eclipse also. Okay. Okay. And then you can give that particular command in Jenkins. Then Jenkins will run whenever you want. For example, you set in Jenkins, hey Jenkins, I will come every day morning at 9:30, execute the automation code at morning 6 o'clock. By the time you are in office, it will execute the code and give you the report. Who will do this job? Jenkins will do that. Okay. So we are going to learn everything. Okay. So I will stop the session here, and then I will push the code. So I'm pushing the code. So I'm right clicking on the project, going to properties. Sorry. Project, properties. So it's building. project module
Yes.
source. We want which one I forgot. Something I want.
Resource.
Yeah. Yeah, resource. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here I'm going inside, and then
CMD.
git status. Even if you don't do git status, also you can check git add dot. She's adding all the files. Now you can do git status. So everything should be in green. If something is red, again you do git add. Okay. Now git commit -m. I'm giving framework SNG. So this comment is very important. Okay. Then I can do git push origin master. Now you can go and download. Okay. I will also upload the video. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Okay. Then I will stop the class. Okay. People can practice. And tomorrow we will look into Maven. Okay.
Right.
Very good. Okay. Then bye.
Right.
So
Anis,
going forward,
can I-
see, going forward, every day, every class is very. So it will be individual, because now we have learned all the basics. Okay, now we are going to learn advanced concepts every day. New concept, very important concept will be there. Okay,
Right.
so still we will have more 2 to 3 weeks. So don't miss any class. Huh? I'm very happy that no one missed any class till now, apart from some travel. Okay, so it will be
Yes.
very good if you all continue in the same way for next 3 weeks. Okay, very good. Thank you all. Tell me, Ruchika.
No, nothing. Anis. I will
Okay.
tell you later on.
Yeah. Okay then. Fine. Okay then. Fine. Everyone. Okay.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice day. Bye. Tomorrow we'll
Bye.
meet.